Cereza and the Lost Demon.
So hello everyone, this is AetherNightmare and welcome to Spoopy Season! We're doing things a little bit differently this year due to my schedule and just personal ongoing, so instead of doing one big playthrough, I thought I would try a bunch of thematic little playthroughs instead. Basically trying out some themed demos that fit alongside the season, and one that came to mind, seeing as Bayonetta was my game pick for last year, was Cereza and the Lost Demon, which is a continuation of the Bayonetta series, quite possibly with Bayonetta in her early childhood. I'm not really sure. So let's ZL and ZR and see what this game has in store. Really quick, let's check out options. The game did seem kind of loud, so hopefully I adjusted it accordingly. Vibration, tutorials, autoplay, game help settings. A lot of these are grayed out, so they probably can't even be messed with in this version. Brightness, display info, everything. Sound settings. English. Alright, let's begin.
Long ago, there existed two clans, the Lumen Sages of Light and the Umbra Witches of Darkness. Together they controlled a mysterious power. The clans put in place strict laws to ensure that strife would never consume them. But a pair of star-crossed lovers broke this rule, and a child was born, with the blood of both sage and witch. It was a beautiful baby girl. As punishment for their forbidden love, the pair were torn asunder. The girl's sage father was exiled to a far land, and her mother locked away in a solitary jail. The witch clan took in the young girl, but she grew up shunned as a pariah, cursed by the circumstance of her birth. Her one comfort was the nights she snuck into the village jail to visit her mother's cell. Her mother passed each grueling day barely able to so much as move in her cold cell. But when her daughter came to visit, the witch always showed her a loving smile. But even this small happiness eventually came to an end. On the night of the girl's 10th birthday, her mother was to be moved to a deeper cell, where even the faintest memory of daylight could not reach her. In desperation, the girl tried a daring rescue, but with only a child's strength, the attempt was in vain. More alone than ever before, the young girl clung to all she had left, a stuffed cat named Cheshire, which her mother had made for her long ago. Many moons have since passed. Turning her back on the village, the girl was taken in by an exiled witch who lived on the outskirts of town. Under her strict guidance, the girl continued to train in the ways of the dark arts. She was determined to be a powerful witch and one day save her mother. Her name was Cereza.
See, I never really knew where she got her witch training from. I assumed it was other members of the clan.
I've got to hurry.
Alright, L to move. Since I don't think this is an action game like other Bayonettas, I think it's more turn-based.
Something's there. This place.
Which I know eventually I think Bayonetta branched off into different timelines too, so I'm not really sure which Bayonetta this is either.
She can't be trusted.
Is this how she perceives the world, or is this a dream?
Why would you say that?
You don't belong here.
And yet none of you have the courage to do anything about it if you think I'm so wrong for merely existing.
She'll bring misfortune on us all.
Leave me alone. Mummy. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Is that John?
Cereza, you're almost out of time. This is your last chance. If you don't hurry, you may never see your mother again. John, I can't. Ugh, you big baby.
This kind of gives me Madoka Magica feels for the art style. Just a little bit.
Come on, I'll lead the way.
Since
Stop dallying.
that series is also about witches and tragedy. I do love the art style so far. Even though I'm not really sure what it expects me to do.
Here, use this. Wow, Sean, you're amazing.
I can't help but notice too, they both have kitty cat motifs. Can I climb or do I have to go around? I guess she needs to fix up the platform for me first.
Hurry up, Cereza, we don't have all night. Sean, wait! I can't run that fast.
Okay, ascend and descend is just normal movement. Easy enough.
We're almost there. Hurry up!
I'm kind of trying to guess what ages they would be. 13? Worth knowing too, this is the Switch version. So it might not be quite as high res as some of the others.
Oh no, they're onto us. Leave the guards to me. You hurry on ahead. Wait! John! I can't do this alone!
Largely in part because oftentimes if you play a demo for a game on like PlayStation, it messes with your trophies. And so I get to sit with empty trophies forever if I choose to play this on like a different console. So yeah, sometimes I tend to refer to Switch for demos even if it's
Just a
not the best
little
version.
longer. Hold on, Mummy.
Do I need to do anything to turn the page? I guess so.
Mummy?
Did they teleport her? Keep in mind, too, up to this point, I've also only played Bayonetta 1. I have not played 2 or 3. So if those games provide context, I do not have it.
What is this? Don't come any closer! Ah! No! Ah! Who are you?
Isn't that John? No, it's different. I just assumed because of the white outfit and hair, but...
I'll go! I promise.
I like their motif, mainly because I'd probably have a similar cape if I was to design my own witch OC for this.
That dream again. But the ending.
It was a dream Cereza knew by heart, but this time something had changed. Cereza decided to consult her friend Cheshire.
A strange boy appeared and told me something incredible. He said if I went to Avalon Forest, he'd give me a fantastic power.
My bad, I didn't realize that was a boy. Every point I made still stands, though.
If we had that, rescuing Mummy would be a piece of cake. The Forbidden Forest.
The oft-repeated warning from Cereza's teacher rung in her ears. Avalon Forest is home to fairies, creatures who love to whisk away children. Stay away.
You know, that's always been presented to me as like, oh, the fairies will whisk you away and you can never go home. And as someone who grew up in abusive situations, like, my entire time was like, yeah, that's the idea. Take me home. Take me away, fairies.
Cereza, where are you, my dear?
Cereza's teacher Morgana was standing by the door, her frown discernible even from a distance.
For me, the entire point was, how do I get kidnapped by these so-called fairies? I wish to live in that lifestyle. Trial of the Full Moon. To which everybody is now probably screaming at me, go play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance! I know! One day. Okay, what? Check lanterns along your journey by using L to save your progress. The game will be saved automatically at different moments with the story. Watch for this icon in the bottom right of the screen. I'm still pressing it anyway, just in case. Choose a slot to save a record of your story. Autosave has its own slot, so you can keep some other saves of your liking. I wonder if this would still have the save screen in the PS4 version, because a lot of times it just... save screens on PlayStation always tend to skip to like a generic sort of looking screen ever since the PSP and PS3, but other consoles don't. So I kind of wonder if this is a unique Switch thing. 3% of the demo? Or of the whole game, because otherwise this is going to be a short game. These heavy lamps are so hard to clean. Oh my, they've gotten dirty again. Is teacher gonna whisk me away? Probably need to talk to them first. Are you the exiled witch in the forest who teaches me magic?
Chores neglected, and I find my apprentice enjoying her beauty sleep.
I'm sorry. I just closed my eyes for a second.
Cereza began making an excuse, but Morgana's scowl stopped her in her tracks.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get to them right away.
But despite her best intentions, Cereza's gaze drifted back towards Avalon Forest. This did not go unnoticed by Morgana.
Oh. If I've told you once, Cereza, you must never enter that forest. With your current abilities, you would soon become a snack for one of the fairies who live there.
Yes, Morgana. I know.
Well then, stop your dreaming and finish those chores before moonrise, young lady.
All right. Water from the well. Coming right up.
A simple yes will suffice, Cereza. Off you go.
Despite her strict exterior, Cereza had grown attached to her teacher. Morgana had also been cast out of the village. She understood Cereza's pain, and her stern treatment came from a place of love.
Okay, so you are the outcast witch. Also, if the other character was a boy, doesn't that mean he was a Lumen Sage? Not an Umber Witch? Draw water at the Eastern Well. Because aren't they, like, gender-specific?
Cereza often reminded herself that these chores were all part of her training. Eager to please her master, she hurried off towards the well.
Do I need, like, a pot or anything to... This jug is positively ancient. A new, lighter one would be nice. Okay, I can't apparently interact with you. My walking speed is a tad on the slow side, though. Oh, what a cute little fishy. I hope you grow up big and strong. Cereza can check out a variety of things with L. Try L with anything that catches your eye. The fact that I have to cling from it in order to even get it to move. I mean, if she's about 13, she's gotta be at least 80 pounds. That means in order to draw water from the well every time, it needs 80 pounds of force despite the fact that it's on a pulley, and this bucket would only be about 40 or 50?
It may seem like a simple chore, but it requires a fine sense of control, making it perfect for Umbran training.
Y'all need to learn some better physics if it takes 80 pounds of weight to draw up 40, 50 pounds of water.
After laying eyes on the full bucket, Morgana gave a small nod of approval.
Good. Now collect the herbs from the garden.
Oh.
At the thought of herbs, Cereza could not help but make a face.
What's wrong with the herbs?
This is one job she wished could be forever stricken from her regimen.
Why? They're pretty and they smell nice.
Do we have a problem?
No, ma'am.
Trying not to think about the task awaiting her, Cereza headed towards the herb garden.
Oh wait, is it bugs? I remember she said she hated cockroaches.
The herbs in Morgana's garden were not your common basil or thyme. She grew infernal plants with an absolutely foul stench. They typically burrowed to avoid sunlight, but a little bit of magic made them pop right up.
Do I go down this way, or? Gate leads to town, not particularly where I want to go. I have to go down and around. What types of stinky herbs, I wonder? Such a lovely view. I could just stay here forever, but no time for that. Maybe it's up top. It made it seem like it was down below. There's an open patch of dirt here, so maybe no. Spider lilies. White spider lilies. Those are technically poisonous, so... They're going to be mandragoras. Witch Pulse is a fundamental Umbran art that utilizes dance to imbue its targets with magical energy. Cereza can use her Witch Pulse to grow infernal plants. Hold ZL and tilt L in the right direction with the correct timing. Okay.
Dinner time! One helping of magic coming right up.
Did I do it? No. Oh, it's like this. There we go. I figured it out. It's ZL, and then we can get the prompt to start dancing. Okay, I was doing it the way it wanted me to, but it was... Okay, slightly confused here. Do I not? I'm so confused.
Good.
What made it work that time? If you find Witch Pulse to be a bit too difficult, you can change your settings so that Cereza will perform it on her own. Which would you prefer? I'm gonna stick with manual at the moment. Game help settings. If you change these minds, you can change them in the option. I just don't know. I'm trying to rotate it in the rhythm.
Just a bit more.
Oh, it's only the one. It's only the one and as it hits it. Okay. I was trying to do it, like, to match my circle turning of the L stick at the exact same circle turning of the dance. My bad.
There we go.
I knew one of these was going to be a Mandragora. Hold ZL to summon infernal thorns that can bind enemies. Doing so will cost 1 spell cooldown gauge.
No one told me they could do this. I've got to catch it quick. Cool. Yes, I did it.
Cereza was pleasantly surprised. She usually managed to make a mess with even this rudimentary magic.
I can't wait to see the look on Morgana's face.
Cereza hummed a happy tune while picking the herbs. As she bent down, she noticed a pretty flower growing amongst the weeds.
Oh, those flowers would really bring out the colour in Morgana's eyes.
Okay, but where is my spell gauge? There we go. All of your sentient radishes.
I wouldn't mind if it weren't for the smell.
Well, sometimes that's just the way of it, isn't it? Yeah, some plants can be quite smelly. Most of the ones in my own garden are not, though. For obvious reason. even if they are for medicinal purposes.
Cereza proudly gave the basket to Morgana. It was full to bursting.
How about that, Morgana? Quite the harvest, wouldn't you say? I also picked these violets. They're for you. I thought you might like them.
Atop the herbs lay a small wreath. Morgana glanced down at it.
She's not gonna be mad we picked them, are we?
Her expression unchanged, she spoke to Cereza in her usual tone.
Do not expect praise for this sort of perfunctory performance. Oh, and Cereza, your hair today seems to have lost its sheen. Do not tell me that in addition to your outdoor tasks, you're also neglecting your hair.
No, ma'am. It's next on my list.
Remember, Cereza,
We draw our magic from our hair, so you probably have to really put some effort into conditioning.
hair is the most versatile tool of an Umbra Witch. It can be shaped into our armor, weapons, and even used as a medium for summoning infernal demons. As blood flows through veins, magic flows through a witch's hair. Care for it as you would your most precious tool, and defend it as you would your very heart.
Understood. I'll make sure to finish up before training starts tonight.
Good. Now get back to your chores. The shadows grew long. The moon will soon rise.
With this, Morgana turned and walked back towards the house.
Yes, ma'am.
At times, Morgana's cold treatment got Cereza down. But she knew that Morgana cared for her and only wanted what was best for her.
Oh, she's wearing the violets.
Making a quick recovery, Cereza resolved to finish her remaining chores in record time.
To be fair, Morgana does sound like she was outcasted as well, and so she probably knows that pain of not being able to connect to any of the other witches and might be trying to project that somewhat onto Cereza to harden her heart. Like, don't get your hopes up. Be kind, but don't get your hopes up. That night.
Almost time for today's training. I'd better hurry, or I'm in for another lecture.
Does your training start at night? How come your voice was so much quieter for this part? Just in case.
Phew.
Forgot to clean this, but Morgana shouldn't notice when it's this dark. Assuming up here, since it's glowing.
With the household chores complete, it was time for Cereza's daily training in the dark arts. Today she was finally going to get a chance to attempt a spell she had been practicing for weeks, summoning an infernal demon.
For today's training, I will give you a little help.
Before even learning what it did, Cereza was captivated by the intricate brace.
This is a tool for those who have yet to master the flow of magic. Furthermore, we train under the full moon of the bisextile night, when the dark energy we Umbra harness is at its zenith. Are you listening, young lady? You seem determined today. Perhaps I should let you nap more often.
Yes, ma'am.
Cereza's spirits were high. She was determined to succeed.
I know she said that sarcastically, but it actually is a decent way of getting people to focus a little better. Being well rested. Who'd have thought?
Bataiva Tozu!
step, Cereza flawlessly performed the summoning dance. Until... This looked like trouble. Unless bound by hair, there would be no way to control the demon.
I was gonna say, it doesn't have hair on it. All of our other demons are covered in hair.
The demon turned to ash mere inches from Cereza. Without a proper medium, demons will soon die in our world.
We are finished for today.
Let me try again. Please.
Morgana turned and walked away, ignoring her pupil's desperate plea.
What kind of witch fears her own summoned familiar? I was foolish to think you were ready for this training.
Morgana told Cereza to put away the magic brace before heading back to the house. Long after Morgana was gone, Cereza sat moping in the garden. Out of habit, she shared her troubles with Cheshire.
Forget returning to the village and saving Mummy. At this rate, I'll never even become a witch.
All of a sudden, the words from the boy in her dream echoed in her ears.
Cereza, give you the power to save Mother. Avalon Forest, the White Wolf guide you.
Avalon Forest.
Cereza's eyes wandered back to the forest. Morgana's repeated warnings left little room for ambiguity. And yet...
Morgana is always dangerous this and stay away that. How could a dank old forest be that scary a place anyway?
Adults do often exaggerate to keep kids in their place. This thought got Cereza's blood boiling. Grievances started bubbling up.
You tell me to always be afraid, but then you get mad when I'm afraid.
Nothing I do is ever good enough for her. Did you see those herbs? Flawless!
As she blew off steam to Cheshire, she noticed Morgana's brace shining in the moonlight.
What are you saying, Cheshire? Take the brace and sneak into the forest? Morgana would give us a right smack on the bottom.
Although, with the moon shining brightly, it was the ideal chance for a little surreptitious forest excursion.
I mean, if I just had another chance to get the hang of it, I could have gotten that demon totally under wraps.
Literally.
With a demon by her side, eviscerating a fairy or two would be child's play.
That's it! I'm going to that forest! And when I come back with that fantastic power, Morgana will take back everything she said about me not being ready. Let's go, Cheshire. Next stop, Avalon!
I kind of wonder if that's maybe what Morgana expects. Maybe I can say a little wish to this candle. Please, may Avalon make my dreams come true. Sleeping Beauty-esque forest.
Cereza shivered at the thought of what lay ahead, but curiosity got the better of her.
So far it seems really well maintained. That looks boss arena-ish.
Let's go, Cheshire.
Nothing popped out at me this time. But still, it had the vibe.
Cereza threw caution and her teacher's warnings to the wind and set out towards Avalon Forest. Little did she know that what lay waiting in those dark woods would change her fate forever.
Chapter 2, Into the Unknown. The Three Little Owls kind of remind me of another little fairy tale book I had as a kid, too. Stella Luna? Was that the name? No, there was another one. Another one with 3 small white owls. I don't remember.
Massive trees blocked almost all light from the moon. An eerie silence enveloped Cereza. She cautiously ventured onwards.
Don't surprise me like that!
Okay, we actually have a gauge now, I notice. Oh, there's orbs? Onyx roses, the petals from the black rose that blooms in Inferno. The faint magical energy it possesses makes a favored garden choice of fairies as well. I feel like maybe this was the way it wants me to go. This is where all the shiny stuff is.
Huh?
It's so high up, just imagine if I fell.
Don't look down. Come on, Cereza. 1 foot in front of the other. A plant from Inferno. I wonder how it will respond to my magic.
These infernal plants are bigger than Morgana's herbs. They will require much more magic from Witch Pulse to reach their full size. Keep holding ZL until Witch Pulse has succeeded multiple times. Be sure not to let go midway. That's probably gonna be... The rose petals are probably gonna be something we use to level up later, I'm guessing. Oh, but there's also purple. Avalon drops. Magical energy crystallized by Avalon. 1 bite sends a rush of rich sweetness from head to toe, instantly enrapturing anyone. This is gonna be like MP. I remember purple stuff like this used to be our magic MP. Oh, goodbye, bunny. Oh, bunny lives. Better future than I was expecting. The petals at the bottom left of the screen are Cereza's vitality. Okay, that's my health. They will decrease when Cereza is attacked by an enemy. If Cereza's vitality runs out, her story will come to an end. Keep a close eye on her remaining vitality at all times. Okay, I probably gotta just... Run, girl!
Looking into the dark underbrush, Cereza could not shake the feeling that someone was looking back. As the wind rustled the leaves, it sounded just like a rasping voice whispered in her ear.
I can't turn back now. I'm going to become a witch and save Mummy.
Nope. Hello. Plants. Thought it was a frog. Didn't look like it was that far down, but guess I was wrong. Okay, come on. There's witch magic everywhere down here. $6%. 6% of what? What's it calculating it on? How far along in the story I am? Oh, we can get stuff in the bushes? Well, I probably missed a ton then.
What was that?
I didn't know I was supposed to run through the tall grass.
Must have been a rabbit or something. Right, Cheshire?
These look like competo. Little sweets. It's literally just colorful sugar, but not everything's wrestling with me.
Is someone out there?
Well, they are keeping a distance from me, so they're wary of me too.
Cereza could not shake the feeling she was being watched.
Is someone there? Show yourself!
And then, as if to answer her call,
I don't know what to make of you. Aussie? Denizen of the wood. Or is it AOC?
these were fairies, nefarious creatures who ensnare the souls of humans who venture into the woods to feed on their vitality.
See, by the time of Bayonetta 1, I feel like this type of thing had already been wiped out. I know Cereza is really, really old in Bayonetta 1, so it's possible that humans wiped out all other magical creatures, but I'm so used to only being angels and demons.
This time there was nowhere to run. Cereza was backed into a corner.
Please, please work this time.
Fingers crossed, Cereza prepared to use the summoning spell she learnt from Morgana.
Batai Vatorzu!
Was it a dud?
Even after the summoning circle had faded away, no one had answered her call.
Why? I did everything right.
Maybe there's none of that demon available.
The fairies resumed their sinister mission. All at once they jumped at Cereza, weapons poised to strike. She shut her eyes tight and prepared for the worst. A moment passed, and then another, but she felt not so much as a pinprick.
What? Who are you?
You're the demon on the cover.
That beast, as dark as a moonless night, had it all been a dream?
You don't think... Could that have been...
You know, its
But
mouth
before
looks...
Cereza could finish her question,
Its mouth looks a lot like Cheshire's. Okay. Did you bind it to the doll instead of your hair? Is the doll made out of your hair? Is the doll made out of mommy's hair?
Cheshire?
from its gaping maw, extending ear to ear, fell a drop of thick slobber.
Wait, did I manage to summon a demon that has now possessed Cheshire?
As if in reply, the beast growled and bared its blood-red fangs. Just as Cereza feared, a demon had indeed possessed her beloved stuffed cat. The creature had desperately sought a medium in order to survive in our world. In lieu of hair, it settled for one made of felt.
I mean, it's your game rules, I guess. You can't tell me what it can and cannot do.
Looking around, the demon's eyes found Cereza. It let out a low growl. After her initial terror, Cereza realized that she was able to understand what the demon was saying.
You want me to return you to Inferno? Now, how would one go about doing that?
Cereza had her hands full calling a demon to this world. She hadn't even begun to study the spell to send them back.
Demon's like, I didn't intend to be here in the first place. I got brought against my will, and now I'm stuffed into a form that is not my body. Please help.
Cereza once again heard the demon's words, this time even more clearly. Send me back! Send me back! The demon's rage increased by the second, but there was nothing Cereza could do.
How would you like it to spontaneously pop into somebody else's world and get stuffed inside a children's toy? Probably not very much.
Out of patience, he pounced. Claws like daggers descended on Cereza. But what if we hear? The demon had stopped cold. As if bound by an invisible force, no matter how he struggled, he was unable to touch Cereza.
Calm down! You're going to burst a seam! Don't worry, I'll send you home. Once I figure out how. I'm on my way to get a fantastic power. With that, sending you back should be a piece of cake.
Giving up his attack, the demon turned his attention elsewhere.
Maybe he's like, I don't gotta stick around for this.
Intrigued, but a little scared, Cereza decided to follow a bit behind.
Also, I figured out the name of the book I was thinking of. It's Owl Babies by Martin Waddell. So yeah, there we go. Took me a second, but I got it. Use R to move and ZR to attack. Okay, so it's backwards from Cereza's. I bet I'm gonna have to do both at the same time. And oh. This is gonna take some mental adjusting.
The demon ran through the forest, searching for a way home.
Getting stuck in the bushes. Tilt towards edge to jump. Oh, here. Like a big kitty cat. Oh, this is gonna be so weird. This is going to be literal tank controls. The demon's sharp claws and fangs make short work of fairies. Scratch with ZR and show your infernal might. This is gonna give me spectrobes all over again. I'm gonna be running with one hand and performing combat with a human character. And in the other hand, I'm gonna be running around and performing combat with an animal character. Oh, spectrobes. Don't fail me now.
I'm in no mood for pests. Get ready for a race full of claws.
The demon leapt towards the fairies.
Spectrobes Origins to Bayonetta Origins. Oop, that looks like an attack. Ah! I'm trying to get out of the way. Can I hold? Nope. I don't think I have a health bar right now anyways. This is where playing with
The demon slashed with his razor-sharp claws. But something felt off. His power seemed to escape him. Slowly, but surely.
This is where I think it would make more sense to play with the Joy-Cons. I'm playing with the classic controller, but
What's wrong?
if I did this with Joy-Cons, I feel like I could separate the two a little bit more because I could literally hold my hands apart. And as a result, that sort of causes a bit of mental separation in my head that each side is a different control scheme. But doing it on like one regular Pro controller is gonna maybe mess me up just a little bit. I'll get used to it, but playing on Joy-Cons would definitely help. Which means mentally, graphically this game might be better on other consoles, but mentally, it's like an A+ fit for the Switch.
The demon bared his fangs. He was clearly suffering.
Are you sick? Or hungry, perhaps?
As Cereza approached, the demon felt the strength return to his body. In an instant, he felt right as rain.
We cannot separate.
His body was linked to Cereza by powerful magic. Moving away from her robbed it of its energy.
What's that? I need to stay close to you? I've never heard of a spell like this before.
How do you plan on getting me back to Inferno?
The demon demanded.
We first need to find a white wolf. He'll show us the way.
Leave it to me. I'll find him.
Said the demon as he clambered to his feet.
I'm Cereza. What's your name?
I have no name, replied the demon curtly.
Do you know what a name is?
You don't have a name? That must be terribly inconvenient. Though I must admit, I haven't the faintest idea about demonic manners. May I call you Cheshire? That's the name of the stuffed cat you decided to borrow after all. Well, I need to call you something. If you're going to make a fuss about it, why don't you just find a new body?
Or pick your own name. I don't have a name. Fine, I'll give you a name. No, I prefer nothing.
Fine! I'll just call you whatever I please.
And so these strange companions set off in search of the White Wolf. What mysteries await in Avalon Forest?
You pick a name or I pick a bad one for you. Cereza and Cheshire can move about separately. Move Cereza with L and move Cheshire with R. Yep, this is going to be like spectrobes. They cannot be far apart for an extended period of time. Watch the distance between them. I also used to periodically play, since I have 2 Game Boy Advances, Crystal Chronicles, the original, by myself, which also means I have to dual-hand it. I can also... People are probably not going to believe me, but I can actually control things well with my feet as well, so that would actually be easier for me, but I do have some experience controlling stuff separately. Alright. What did that do? Can I attack it then? Maybe Cereza needs to... And then I slap the crap out of it? No? What do you want from me? I'm confused. Because you just slash. Can I do anything with this? Hello? Oh, maybe it needs double doses. There we go. Come on, kitty.
The demon seemed to have calmed down. Remembering that he could not touch her, Cereza breathed a sigh of relief.
I feel like I could maybe hit this. Yee! Okay, it's just multiple. Just the little one first. Are you throwing up, hairball?
The pungent scent tickled Cereza's nose. It was rosemary, often used to ward off evil spirits.
It's a demon repellent. And your kitty Witty is a demon.
As soon as the scent reached Cheshire, he pulled away, face scrunched up in disgust. It looked like demons could not stand being anywhere near the flower.
Being a demon, Cheshire can't stand rosemary. Wherever it pops up, Cheshire will need to take a different path. We can't just pluck it. Do I collect anything in here? No, I don't. Oop, come here. This is what we call having to multitask. This would probably be really fun with 2 players. Come on, kitty. Bet I can take this thing on now.
This was quite a pickle, but Cereza knew how to get by without a scratch.
Do I? Freeze it and then have Big Kitty?
Cheshire, I've got it tied down. Finish it.
I feel like I'm walking a dog, man. Did this do anything? Oh. Not as much as I thought. Because at least with something like Spectrobes as well, you could always single player. I mean, excuse me, multiplayer the game. Get out of the way, kitty.
I'll go first to make a path. You wait here.
Oh, I can't reach it from here. It's gonna snap, isn't it? Or I'm just bad. At balancing.
Stop! Cheshire!
The sun came up, didn't it?
All at once, Cheshire's body shrunk to its original cuddly form.
I was gonna say it looked like the sun was rising. I bet he lost his power because it's no longer the height of the umbral moon.
Cheshire!
Cereza ran to pick up Cheshire and held him tightly to her chest. In her arms, Cheshire felt his strength returning.
Release me at once!
Even in this form, the demon did not seem happy about being cuddled.
Just hold still, will you? While you're small, you can't walk on your own, right? I'll carry you until you can transform again. Not having a massive demon breathing down my neck will make it easier for me to calm down too.
While far from pleased about being treated like a stuffed animal, the demon had no choice but to swallow his pride.
They not have cuddles where you're from in the Inferno? When in his stuffed animal form, Cereza can hold Cheshire and move with him. When moving about together, you can move Cereza with L and extend Cheshire with R. So I guess you can still move him around a little bit. It looks like I'm sweeping the floor.
Huh. Even with you in there, Cheshire still weighs the same as before.
While I'm only a soul, you can switch between moving together and moving apart at any time. Both have their uses, so don't forget either. Unleash mode is where you move the two separately. Press R when holding Cheshire to have him jump out. Hug mode is where you move together. Press L to revert Cheshire to a stuffed animal. Pokeball go. There you go, Pokemon. I literally just solved your mechanic issues. Wait. Oh, it kind of looked like when he's out like this. Almost like a dog that's like too eager to be running around. So you get dragged along. Extend Cheshire. Jump. Ooh, okay. Jump, jump, what? Oh, I didn't want to jump down. I was just exploring. Not like that. Gotta be facing what I want, the way I want to go. It seems like the way to go, but Whee! I want goodies. Heck yeah, all the petals. I don't even know what these do yet. I'm guessing their currency. They give me Devil May Cry vibes, so... my guess is they're gonna be used to level up skills or something. Okay, kitty. Pokeball go.
More rosemary. Cheshire, I'll toss you up there. See if there's a way forward.
In hug mode, Cheshire could be tossed to certain high places with L. Search high and low to find a new way forward.
Come here!
So how do I... oh, close enough. When far away or blocked by Rosemary, there are times Cheshire cannot return to hug mode. When this happens, look for another way to unite the two. Ooh, I'm gonna have to come down. Wait, but I can't. I can't come down that way. Can I go this way? No, I can't. I need Cheshire to get me through that. Can I come down this way? There we go. Yay. Okay. But then how do I... ooh. Hang on. Can you get up here? Maybe not. Can Cheshire cross in hug mode? Or... nope. Okay, okay. I just wanted to test it. Otherwise, I'll have to throw him up here. Throw him. Throw the kitty. Disclaimer. Under most other normal circumstances, please do not throw cats. Thank you. Seriously, get the cat out. Pick up to recover spell cooldown gauge, allowing Cereza to cast Umbran Arts again more quickly. A magic butterfly. Familiar with these. I think it says a lot.
Chest. Did the fairies make this? I wonder what's inside.
It says a lot too that she's searching for a white wolf instead of going back to her master to say like, hey, thing happened. Can you maybe help me? Healing tonic, Umbra medicine in a bottle shaped like a petal. Use it to slightly restore Cereza's vitality. You can now concoct more on your own. Okay, this is troublesome. I'm gonna have to throw the kitty. He always struggles so much. I'm gonna have to be over here when I cast. Separate yet together. Can I... wait, what's this? Oh no! What happened? Did I lose a life? Yeah, because I don't know if I can come back over. Or maybe I can. I don't think I can cross this, though. Can I jump other areas? Because eventually Cereza is going to have to... Can she bind whatever this flower is? Or is it something I'm just going to have to... Okay, I can come across. I just gotta time it. Go, kitty! Ooh. This way, I didn't even notice this was a way. Are we gonna have to do the Pirates of the Caribbean thing? Yeah, we are. Everybody stay on the wheel. I guess we can reach out to it with Cheshire. Keep arm, hands, and not cats inside the ride at all times.
That was not fun.
Speak for yourself.
What have we here?
There were signs that a witch had set up camp here.
Perhaps I'm not the first witch to enter this forest.
You think?
Oh well, it means we've got a place to rest. Look what we have here!
These are our usual things. I was gonna say the baked gecko, the mandragora root, and the horn. Unicorn horn, was it? That we used to make other potions, although I feel like this is stealing. A compound sealed in crystal increasingly can have various effects on the user depending on how well it is baked. Yep, it is a unicorn horn. A compound sealed in crystal knocks straight off a poor unicorn. May be used for ornamental purposes depending on the length and sparkle. A compound sealed in crystal breaks out into a screaming fit over every little thing. Best to pack it deep into your rucksack. New sanctuary. Large red arches are sanctuaries that can be unlocked by approaching. Be sure to unlock one whenever you pass by. Does it heal me or something?
Let's take a break.
Select concoct from the menu. Let's try making an item. I need 5, 15, and 10 of the ingredients, and I apparently have some. Here's some components. Compounds, you'll find them in the forest. This is an item. Acquire it to learn how to concoct it. Let's try making a healing tonic. Select how many you'd like to make. And start the concoction. After adding the compounds, mix everything together. Sorry, my controller's kind of creaky. Perfect. Use items you made by holding the directional pad. Check what you've made with Y. As I press X, like a dum-dum, because I'm used to Xbox. Oh, Cheshire! Cheshire's on the roof. Maybe I can only concoct stuff here, like at save points and whatever. really believe that I'm 10% of the way done. Like, that would mean I'm almost...
Hey, look over there.
I'm really far along in the game. For spending only about an hour. Could be a really short game too. Don't know.
Before them stood a large wolf. Its snow-white fur shone pale silver in the moonlight.
Avalon Forest. The white wolf guide you.
Cereza was captivated by the wolf. It seemed almost not of this world.
Hey, wait!
Oh, there goes the path back, doesn't it? Oh no. Not leaves. How will I ever get past leaves? Is that it? At the end of the demo? Review controls. Review game instructions thus far via the travel wisdom menu. I think I'm good. Jade Hill. Nope, we're still going apparently. This demo's only about an hour long, but wolf tracks. Tracks left by the white wolf. Following them might help lead the way. Check for more nearby. Can't do anything with them? Apparently not.
Cheshire, over here!
They appear as I walk, though. Maybe he's in like a spirit form, too.
The world before Cereza seemed to warp and bend. She blinked hard to no avail. Could this be a fairy trick? Cheshire was losing patience with his hesitant companion.
Come on, we've still got that wolf to catch.
I'm getting ready. Just give me a second.
Are we gonna enter through into like Purgatorio?
What is this?
As soon as she took a step inside, she felt as if the breath had frozen in her chest. All around her were sights strange and terrible, as if she had been dragged into a waking nightmare.
Really? I think it's pretty in here.
I'm fine. It takes more than this to scare me. How am I supposed to find my way in here?
Suddenly, Cereza's magic brace began to glow. What could it be?
You tell me. Dispelling illusions. The distortions created by fairies is full of illusions. Use your magic with DCL to dispel the illusions and see through their deceptions. Maybe here? On the plant?
The light from the brace revealed things Cereza was unable to see before.
Does this brace have the power to dispel illusions?
Wait. Thank you. It's not so much the brace as I would assume it's just your own magic power. Since it's just channeling what you yourself don't really know how to use yet. Okay, apparently can't do anything with that.
something here.
It's not like... I don't think it's bestowing her new powers. I think it's more like training wheels for magic. Stuff she should be able to do on her own, but just hasn't learned how to because she's been shunned by all the other witches.
Upon close inspection, there appeared to be distortions, as if the air itself had cracked. Equally confused, the girl and demon exchanged a glance.
That wolf is just up ahead.
Cheshire's indecision did not last long, but try as he might, he was unable to open the cracks any further.
Try using magic to open it? Come on! We have no idea what's lurking on the other side.
You want to stay here?
Cheshire gave a mocking snort at Cereza's cowardice.
I am not making excuses! Alright, fine! Okay, Cereza. Just like you practiced.
Freedom?
Once their eyes had adjusted to the brilliant light, what lay before them was a sight unlike anything either had seen before.
Well, it's not freedom. It's very pretty, though.
Cheshire, I have a feeling we're not in Avalon anymore.
Avalon Forest.
Cheshire! I promised to send you back.
Yes, my dearest Cereza.
I still can't save anyone.
And there we go. The journey continues. Cereza and Cheshire's adventure continues in the full version. You can start right from where you left off in the demo. So that is it for the demo for Bayonetta Origins. I personally really enjoyed it. It was kind of hand-holdy in a way. It's a very much a step-by-step sort of game instead of a action game. It's more story and puzzle than beat 'em up, but I still kind of really enjoy it. I like the atmosphere, I like the music, I like the art style, so this is something I will definitely consider trying the full version later on, the further I go into Bayonetta. I'll probably try Bayonetta Origins sometime after Bayonetta 2 and 3 just to be able to give myself full context, but I really enjoyed it as like a little Halloween sneak peek trailer, so yeah, definitely one that I will consider looking further into in the future, whether I play it on stream or in my own time. But with that, this is where I'm going to call it for now. If you'd like to see more videos of this nature, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye.